Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan and this channel is dedicated to skincare for skin of colour. Well, this is the situation. With skin of colour, our skin burns and pigments very easily. So with one bite, one burn, our skin will hyperpigment and start to produce too much pigment in that area. And so actually there's a lot that we can't do, and there's a lot that we shouldn't be putting on our skin that is fine for Caucasians to put on their skin. Caucasian skin, you can literally burn the whole top layer off and they'll be fine. Whereas us, if we did the same procedure, we would get pigmentation. So there's a lot that we can't do that Caucasians can do, but at the same time we actually need different concentrations of ingredients to Caucasian skin because of our pigmentation. Because when we hyperpigment, we actually need very high strength actives in order to treat that. So really this whole channel is all about telling you the best products for our skin and which ones we should avoid. So today we are talking about CeraVe, and I'm actually very excited because there are a lot of products that I love in the CeraVe line, which if you've watched enough of my videos you will know is very rare. So yay, I'm really happy about today. So let's dive right in. Okay, so starting off with the first product, which is CeraVe SA Smoothing Cleanser. Okay, so the second ingredient here is a very mild surfactant. It's sodium lauryl sarcosinate, which is fine when you're working at about 15% as a wash-off product, or at about 5% if it's a leave-on product. And so as this is a wash-off product, it's fine that it's the second ingredient. The third ingredient here is cocamidopropyl, and it's a mild surfactant as well. So I like the fact that both are quite gentle for the skin. There's also lots of moisturizers and emollients in this product. So here we've got glycerin, ceramides, we've got hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid. So I love this product. There's nothing in it that's going to irritate your skin. It's great for acne skin. It's got no fragrance, no essential oils, no alcohol. It's got no irritants, nothing that's going to sensitize your skin. So it's a fantastic product for acne prone skin, and it actually is very good for teen acne. So when you're at about 13, 14, 15 years old, and you're still quite young and you don't want to be applying some of the harsher products, this would be a very good cleanser for that age group as well. So the next product is the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser, and again I love this product, so go and buy this one definitely. So the positives are the moisturizers, a ton of moisturizers. They've got glycerin, they've got propylene glycol, they've got caprylyl glycol. They've also got a sodium hyaluronic, which is a cousin of hyaluronic acid. So it's got great moisturizers in it. It's got very mild surfactants in it. So it's got cocoa betaine, and it's also got sodium cocoa glycinate in it too. So again, very mild surfactants. This is great for oily to normal skin. It's non-comedogenic, so it's great for even acne prone skin. It's great for inflamed skin. There's no essential oils, no fragrance, no irritants, no sensitizers. They're getting the basics right, and I love this about the CeraVe brand. I mean, you know, if you've watched my videos on Estee Lauder or L'Oreal, or you know, the more expensive brands, they're not getting the basics right, which is this. If you can get, there's no point going into more complex formulations until you get the basics right, and that means the percentage of humectants, the percentage of emollients, the fact that you shouldn't be using essential oils, you shouldn't be using fragrance. I do believe that they are, well, I know they're watching my videos because they do message me, and they will be coming out with fragrance-free lines in the future. But for now, I'm absolutely loving CeraVe, and I recommend it actually in a lot of my videos for skin of color. So moving on to the next product, which is the Hydrating Cleanser. Now this is actually a very interesting product. I've never seen such a simple ingredients list. So I would recommend this first of all for normal to dry skin, and all it has, the top 3 ingredients: water, glycerin, which is the humectant which holds water in that top layer of skin, and cetearyl alcohol, which does a similar thing. The 4th ingredient is your phenoxyethanol. So do you remember, once you see that word phenoxyethanol, everything under it is less than 1%. I mean, just like 99% of this, 99.5, 19 blah blah blah, 95% of this product is just water, glycerin, and cetearyl alcohol. I mean, it's very simple, very gentle. It's not going to irritate your skin. Very hydrating, no alcohol, no fragrance. So again, if you have normal to dry skin, I would definitely purchase this product. So the next product is the SA Smoothing Cream. Now, they got the majority of this product right. So the positives of this product is that they've got a lot of emollients, they've got anti-inflammatories, and they've got moisturizers. So for example, they've got 10% urea, which is a fantastic humectant. Again, holds water in that top layer of skin. It's got cetyl alcohol, it's got parky butter, it's got glycerin, it's got sodium lactate. So it's got a lot of good ingredients. Plus it's got niacinamide, and you all know one of my favorite ingredients is niacinamide for skin of color because it just does so much. Please go watch my niacinamide video. If you don't know about niacinamide, we basically all need it in our skincare routine. It's one of those ingredients that it reduces your erythema, it reduces, controls your sebum levels, it helps with acne, it helps with pigmentation, it helps to increase cell turnover. So it just does a lot. I'm glad that they put, CeraVe actually uses quite a lot of niacinamide, which I like. Again, the positives are that they don't use fragrance, no essential oils. You know, they've got a lot right. The problem with this one is that the fifth ingredient is alcohol as a solvent. I think they've done this in order to dissolve the salicylic acid, but I prefer butylene glycol to do this. The problem with alcohol is that it almost like destroys the top layer of skin and creates a free radical party. And it's not a good party, it's a bad party because free radicals are so bad for our skin. They damage the collagen, they lead to premature aging. And while they're doing it, they do it silently. So you don't even know that this is what's happening to your skin. And so just any time you see alcohol as a solvent in the top sort of 10 ingredients in a product list, I would run away in the opposite direction. And the damage actually continues even after you've worn it. Even after you've washed it off. So the damage doesn't end actually when you put alcohol on the skin. It really does damage your skin barrier. So it's a shame. I would avoid it. They could have very easily sidestepped it and used butylene glycol instead. But CeraVe, if you're watching and you do decide to reformulate, then let me know and I will absolutely do another video for you then endorsing it, because just make that little tweak and I think it'll be a great product. So what are ceramides? So CeraVe is all based on ceramides, and ceramides are essential. They compose 50% of our skin. It's basically the lipid barrier. So ceramides is basically lipids. And what that does is it prevents transepidermal water loss. It almost is like a waterproofing of the skin to keep the water in. Rhymes. So when you keep the water in, you are creating a healthy environment for your skin. Problems happen with your skin when it dries out. Actually, aging happens because of dehydrated skin. A lot of inflammation happens because of dehydrated skin. So hydration is actually the key to solving a lot of skincare issues. And definitely does help with the aging process as well. And so ceramides are something we should all be wearing in our skincare routine from 21 years old onwards. Don't forget, from 21 years old, you lose 1% of collagen every single year, which is just great, isn't it? So we obviously want to do as much as we can to help ourselves with antioxidants and ceramides, peptides, vitamin A, and all the good ingredients. If you want to know all about anti-aging, by the way, you should definitely go and watch my anti-aging video, because that is honestly like the most comprehensive anti-aging video ever. It took me about 2 weeks to write the script for that one, so please make sure you watch that one. Right, moving on to the next product, which is the facial moisturizing lotion. Again, another product that I love. So the positives are the moisturizing is great. So it's got glycerin, it's got emollients like dimethicone. So people get really confused actually with silicones. They think silicones are bad for your skin. I don't know where this came from, and I'm actually about to make a video after this video on toxic skincare. Silicones are good for your skin. Silicones don't clog your pores. It's porous. So how can it clog your pores? It's impossible, right? Imagine, it's almost like thinking about muslin around a tea bag. It allows ingredients to come through, but it holds the tea leaves. Is it tea leaves? Tea leaves, yeah, together. So it does the same thing to your skin. So silicones basically hold water in, but also allow active ingredients to penetrate. So don't get confused and caught up in this myth, because it really is a myth. And make sure you watch my toxic skincare ingredients so you know which ones are really just a myth. So the fourth ingredient in this product is niacinamide. Again, we've discussed niacinamide. It's sebum control, it's erythema, reduce your erythema, it helps with acne, it helps with pigmentation, increases cell turnover. So literally just does basically everything. It's like a magic ingredient, and very few people are irritated by it. So I like this moisturizer for normal to oily skin, and I would say go buy it. The next product is CeraVe moisturizing cream, and this is one that I actually wear myself and I recommend, and you'll see it in my video on best moisturizers for acne prone skin, for skin of color. So again, all has exactly the same positive. So this is, remember, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know when a brand does something well, they'll systematically do it well for all their products. When a brand does something not so good, they will systematically do it for all their products. The reason being, as a formulator, we purchase our ingredients in batches. So I'll buy, for example, a drum of 25 kg or 50 kg or 100 kg of, say, niacinamide, and then guess what? I'll put niacinamide in all my products because it's such a fantastic ingredient. But at the same time, if you think that alcohol is a good solvent, then as a formulator, then you will buy, you know, your 100 kg solvent and you'll use it in all your products. So this is what's going on behind the scenes, and that's why, generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, if I've done a video for you and I've basically told you 90% of the products are good, it tends to mean that they're going to continue to be good. However, if I've done a video and 90% of the ingredients aren't good, unless they come out and say, okay, we've made these changes, they tend to just carry on going down the same route. So with the CeraVe moisturizing cream, they've clearly bought a lot of glycerin, because again, it's glycerin. They've got acetyl alcohol, they've got petrolatum, they've got dimethicone, and they've got ceramides. So I'm pretty sure CeraVe must have bought ceramides in the ton, which is one of the best ingredients. And I love putting ceramides in my products as well when I manufacture for my clinic. And the positives here are there's no alcohol, no fragrance, it's non-comedogenic. So I would definitely say go out and purchase this product. The potential only tiny little downside might be the packaging. And that's because ceramide is actually quite hard to stabilize. And often it's better to put it in a pump form in order to prevent oxygen, but and in this it's as a tub, so unless they've come up with a different stability, it is a tough one to stabilize. Okay, so the next products are the AM PM products. So the AM products is SPF 30. So just for starters, SPF 30 is never enough for skin of color. It's actually never enough for anybody. I'll tell you why. You need 2 milligrams of sunscreen per centimeter squared of your skin. That's a lot. People generally don't wear enough sunscreen, so that's just a fact. And so if you're already starting off at SPF 30, you're already at a disadvantage. So, you know, number one, I'd always go and buy an SPF 50. The second thing is this is a chemical sunscreen. Even though it says zinc 6%, this is primarily a chemical sunscreen. I'm not a huge fan of chemical sunscreens for a number of reasons, especially if you've got melasma, because you're basically creating a thermal energy release takes place on your skin when UV hits the skin. And so I'd avoid it. In addition, there are many reports now coming out where chemical sunscreens are building up in your system with regular use. So one just came out even today in Wall Street Journal. I've actually posted it on my Instagram page. Please do follow me on Instagram as well, because I give you a lot of the day-to-day information with skincare, and that's at the Hyperpigmentation Clinic. So you can follow me on Instagram to learn about that. But that's why I always say go with physical. Physical sunscreens are much better. I've actually done a video on the top 3 physical sunscreens for skin of color, so please watch that. And also make sure you watch, if you've got children, make sure you watch my video on sunscreens for children, because you will be shocked I mean, honestly, it blew my mind what's being put into sunscreens for children. So make sure you educate yourself, empower yourself, and find out the best ones for our babies and which ones to avoid. I mean, on the plus side of this product, it has no fragrance, it has no essential oils. I mean, they are doing some good things. It's probably one of the best SPF 30s chemical ones that I've seen, but I just would never recommend an SPF 30, to be honest. Moving on to their PM, again, they did a really good job with their PM cream because they've got moisturizers, emollients, they've got niacinamide, no alcohol, no fragrance. I love it. It's a great product. So I would say go and purchase that product too. I feel so happy that I get to actually tell you some good things to go and buy, because often I can do a whole video and I feel so negative at the end of it because I've told you not to touch it. Yeah, and then their CEO messages me and says that they're not very happy with me. So yeah, I think from now on I'm only going to do videos where at least 50% of the products I would say go and buy, because just so much of what's on the market is not good for our skin. I'm in the comment section for 1 hour. Please make sure you hit that bell so that you know that I'm going to be there for you and help you live. Thank you very much for listening.